2, 3.
Hello, everyone. This is Kyle Galaz with Poor2Pro Car Sales Training Podcast. Become a sales titan. Are you on your way to becoming a sales titan? Yes or no? The answer should be yes. This episode is a bonus episode. So right now I'm in season 10. We just finished episode 5. And now I'm going to throw in a little bonus episode for my sales guys again, my sales titans out there, because season 10 is about sales manager stuff. But I hope you can listen to those too and learn a lot about sales managers and that kind of training, because one day you're going to be a sales manager, you're going to be a GM, you're going to be a GSM, you're going to be an owner. I've met salespeople that are moving up and they're doing darn good work, so that can be you. But this episode is for the salespeople where my heart's at. My heart's at. This episode is called Train, Sell, Destroy. Train, Sell, Destroy. And check this out. Watch this. Hold on. I just tore it. Look at this is the only notes. Hold on for this episode. Oh, it's backwards. Those are the only notes. Train, sell, destroy. This is going to be from my heart. Sometimes when I have notes, I'm focused on the notes. I'm trying to go through all the stuff because I want to get the right information out there. But let's talk about train, sell, destroy. My favorite word in there is what? What's your favorite word in there? Train, sell, destroy? I like all three, but destroy is my favorite word out of all of them, because we're not here just to train. Everyone can have a bunch of knowledge, but you still got to use the knowledge, right? How many people have met those people that have all the beautiful college plaques on their wall and they don't even have the job that has to do with those plaques? And then you find out how much they make and they still make less than you. Like, so you did all that cool plaque stuff, you got college degrees and you're educated and you're bragging about it, and you don't even do any of that, but you're educated. And how much do you make per year? Okay, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to destroy. We want to destroy what people are making out there. We want to make more than everybody. Why did we get in the car business? To make a ridiculous amount of money with the least amount of physical effort. Yeah, we have a lot of mental effort in it, but destroying is what we do. We destroy records, right? We destroy paychecks. We destroy the minds of the people that deposit our checks. We destroy the minds of people that ask what we make per year, and you tell them, they're like, "What?" They don't even believe you anymore. Let's destroy. Destroy. Now, I'm not talking about destroying your desk and tearing stuff up and punching through walls, right? That's for another destroy. The destroy I'm talking about is destroy the walls of the what society says you should make. What society says a guy or a girl like you should make. Oh, you're not really all that educated. You'll probably make 60 to 80 grand a year. No, no. I want 6 figures. I want 7 figures. And some of you guys and girls might make 8 figures a year. Let's get to those destruction levels. Let's get into the mentality of, no, I'm tired of living in what society has said I should live in. I'll get my little white picket fence and the dog and the this and that, and yeah, make my payments and that. No, let's destroy it. I'm on my journey. How about you? Are you on your journey to destroy records at your store? Have you beaten the store record in any aspect? Most front end in a month, most back end in a month, most cars sold in a month, highest gross ever at your store, highest under allowance. Have you been able to accomplish any of that, of those records? Make that a mental point. Go ask your GSM and say, "Hey, what was the biggest gross the front end gross this store's ever seen on a new car?" "Oh man, it was 16 grand, $783. All right, mental note. I'm going to make 17 pounds, right? Just, it's these little things that we want to set these goals and just destroy. Hey, Mr. GSM, who sold the most cars at this dealership? How much was it? "Oh, that was Bill Johnson in COVID. He sold 29 cars." Okay, well, I don't need COVID to sell 30 cars. I'm going to beat Bill Johnson. Wow, you're going to do 30 cars? Yep. Let's destroy those walls. Let's destroy the records. Let's just do stuff that hasn't been seen at your dealership, right? Who's ever had a 25 pounder? Who's had a 15 pounder? Who's had a 28 pounder? Me, Kyle. 28 pounds. Now I know someone's probably beat that. Someone's probably beat that. Um, the problem is with that, I didn't get paid on it. So the biggest voucher I ever did was 18,900 front end. I got paid on it. No, I got capped a little bit. It's been a while since I've been in sales, but my biggest actual front end without any markups or addendums was 18,900 front end gross. My actual biggest was 20,800. I sold a Cobra $20,000 over MSRP, and the dealership paid me a flat, and the flat was 1,200 bucks. You want to talk about a salesman that had heartbreak, but I still beat the record. I still crushed the record. They just got greedy. Still hold it against them, but I've moved on, as you can tell. But destruction is what we're talking about. Do you have the energy levels to even destroy? Are you so groggy going in from the staying up late and doing this and drinking and oh my gosh, I don't have the ability to even destroy. You got to get in that mindset of the sales titan. The sales titan goes to work with weapons and tools and goes and starts destroying. So make it a point right now, write down some things that you want to destroy. I want to be salesman of the month 5 times this year. I want to be salesman of the month the whole year. I want to be salesman of the year. Write some stuff down. I want to have the biggest front end gross this store has ever seen. I want to sell the most cars this store has ever sold. How many was that? 29. I'm going to do 30, right? I'm going to find a way to sell 30 cars so I can beat the store record, and I want a plaque, GSM owner. If I'll tell you what, if I sell 30 cars, will you guys make me a sick plaque? Yep. Handshake. Let's do it and get to work. Destroy, 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 destroy. But the biggest thing you have to destroy is your mental fence. There's a fence in your brain with barbed wire on top of it that doesn't want to allow you to get out of what you know is comfort, that we call it the comfort zone, right? This fence that has barbed wire, it's scary to get on the other side. It's scary to put yourself out there on video. It's scary to do these things to get more customers. And it's scary to walk across the street to this business and pass out cards. It's scary to go buy a box of donuts and walk into a real estate place, building, and say, hey, I'm a salesperson over at this dealership. I want to bring some donuts and shake some hands and bring some of my cards just to get my name out there, just like you guys do. I'm trying to do, right? It's scary to do all that stuff. But if we can get out of that fence with the barbed wire in our brain called the comfort zone, then we can start making more money and hitting those successes. And that is the destruction that we need. So we got to destroy, right? We got to train. The first one on my note, train. Without the proper training in the tools, we don't know what the heck we're doing. We're like we got blinders on and we're just walking around hoping to run into car deals. No, we have to have a plan. We first have to know how many cars this month do I want to sell, right? You have a game plan. This is all part of training. You have to know what you want to do in the month. You have to have a monthly breakdown of, okay, if I want to sell 30 cars this month, I'm going to have 25 days that I work and 6 or 7 or 5 that I'm off. I need to sell 1.25 cars per day to hit 30 cars. I'm either going to have to work all my days for the whole month, or I need to figure out a way to sell more than 1 car a day. So we need to break it down. But until you have learned that, until someone has taught you how to set goals, right? This is part of training, then we just don't know. We got our blinders on. So we have to train. Without proper training, we can't have proper sales. Without proper training, we won't get proper paychecks, right? Think about fighters, think about basketball players, think about any other sport out there, every sport really. You have to train to get good so that way you can perform on the field, on the court, right? In the octagon. MMA is my favorite. If you think you can just take 43-year-old Kyle with the dad bod, right? And the car sales tools up here and put him in the octagon with who's Patty Piblet, Patty the Batty, he's gonna mop the floor with me, right? Now, if I'm training all the time, every day I'm going to jujitsu, I'm learning wrestling, I'm learning kickboxing, Muay Thai, boxing, and I'm doing all these things, and then you put me in the octagon with someone like that, I got a better chance. He might still knock me out in the first round, but at least it doesn't look like a goofball. I don't look like a goofball in there, right? I might last 45 seconds instead of 15 seconds. I wouldn't get into the octagon with any of them. They'd shatter me. But I like to think I could. But some of you guys have the ability and strength to do that. But what I'm getting at is training. If you want to step into the big leagues, if you want to step into the big paychecks and truly destroy, then you have to train. How do you train? Are you practicing one-on-ones? Or are you practicing role playing at the dealership with somebody? Do you get your manager involved? Say, hey, I've been getting this objection a lot. Help me. And if your manager doesn't know how to do it, then get back on the podcast and figure this out or find someone else. But role playing with even another salesperson, iron sharpens iron. Next thing you know, is like, man, that's a great response. I wonder if I added this, it would help, right? Now, payment's too high. How do we respond with that? The answer is no. I don't think I want that warranty. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll just take it out. Or do we have something to come back? Why do you say that? Why do you say the payment's too high? Is it too high because of your budget? Is it too high because you've seen the same one elsewhere for cheaper? Is it too high based on what you think a payment should be on a truck like that? And then you get the customer talking. Next thing you know, he says, "Well, I saw it at another dealership for $100 less a month." Oh my gosh. $100 for the same truck? Shoot, then we're missing the boat. No wonder why we're losing car sales to there. Let's pull up their ad. Oh, that's the V6 model. Gotcha. Okay. Well, that makes sense. It's the V6 with cloth, and you're looking at the V8 with leather. That's the difference in the $100 a month. Were you okay with the V6 with cloth? No, you do need the V8 with leather because you're pulling the thing and you want the creature comforts. Okay. Well, then the $100 is justified. Okay, perfect. All right, let's make a deal, right? If you don't ask those questions, then you're not going to get the answer and the solution and overcome the objection. But you won't even know to ask those questions unless you're training. So if you want to get to the end result of destroying, then you have to start with training. And the middle is selling. So if you want to destroy, then you need to train to learn how to sell. And that is when you become a sales titan and you wrap everything up into one and you start taking home $10,000 or more on your paycheck, not 10,000 gross. And then after Uncle Sam and the state and the this and the 401ks and your dental and your this. Oh, I took home $4,500. Oh, that's wonderful. What are you going to do with $4,500 for a month? Your car payment's 800. You need to make more money, and the only way you're going to make more money is by training. Okay? So what does training look like? Role playing, getting your manager involved, listening. Remember, we have two of these, one of these. Listen. Listen to what other salespeople are doing. Listen to what the top guys are doing. Go listen to this person. Go listen to your manager try to close. Listen to the podcast. Listen, listen, listen. And it's okay to write things down. Look I've been in the car business 25 years. I've been in sales for almost 30. I still write stuff down. Can you see it? Hold on. I got my notepad. I'm still writing stuff down all the time. I even draw a picture right there of the podcast I want, how I want it to look. Look at notes. It's okay to take notes because when you write something down, guess what? It sticks better. If you just listen to the podcast and don't take notes, you're gonna retain 10% of what the information is versus maybe 50%. Okay? Write it down. Write down goals. Break down your month. Train, train, train. The more you train, the more you sell, the more you destroy. Now let's talk about selling. Or should we go back to training? Do you guys know what to do? Training. Listen to me, listen to the podcast. Whether you listen to me or not, if you're listening to someone else and you feel like, man, that works too, take it all in. Get as much information as possible as a salesperson, and you'll start selling more cars. It will not hurt my feelings if you say, hey, Poor2Pro, I listen to Poor2Pro and I listen to this guy too. I'm okay with sharing your attention with somebody else. I would love to have all your attention, but that's okay. I want you to be the best version of yourself, right? Training, walking the lot, reading the pamphlets, knowing the product information, knowing how to overcome objections, role playing, walk around competitions, practice walkarounds, walking your lot and looking for customers and trying to just try new things. Oh, I didn't even see you guys there. I'm just a lot inventory manager. I was walking the lot and I saw you guys. Have you guys been helped? No? Okay, well, shoot, I'll help you. Oh man, the inventory guy was doing inventory. He helped me sell a car. Yeah, they made me get my sales license because I wanted to do sales here too, but I'd end up doing a lot of this lot inventory, right? You're on the fly. You're trying new things. Creative people do creative things. And creative things sometimes turn into big money. All right, let's talk about selling now. So we want to destroy and we know how to train. Now we got to do the part where we have to get our feet wet, our hands dirty, and that's selling. We got to get in front of customers. It's simply a numbers game. If it takes you 5 people to sell a car, then you better be getting in front of 5 people every single day. It's not magic, it's just numbers. If it takes you 5 people to sell a car and you're only touching 1 or 2 people a day, then guess what? You're selling 1 car every 3 days. 1 car every 3 days is about 10 cars a month. 10 cars a month does not pay the bills. Okay. So if we figure out, okay, it takes me 4 or 5 people to sell a car, then I need to touch 4 or 5 people a day because I want to sell a car a day. And I don't want to go home until I've sold a car because I don't want to waste a day. If I'm here at the dealership, I'm going to do everything I can to sell a car. My name is Kyle Galaz. I'm a car salesperson. I want to sell cars. And networking is a big part of selling too. Are you liked? Do people know where you work? Make sure you get your name out there, right? So there's lots of aspects to selling. Selling yourself, selling the product, selling the dealership, selling the vision, selling the vehicle itself, selling your service department, selling your management, selling the factory that makes the vehicle, selling the reliability, selling the warranty that comes with the vehicle, selling the extended warranty they could get, selling the gap that's going to be on the pencil, selling the higher interest rate. We sell everything. We have to sell ourselves. We have to sell them the fact that they came to the right place. We have to sell the wife that the husband likes the car, even though she doesn't like the color. We got to sell the wife that no, the running boards will fix the problem. I know you're short and you can't get in, but we'll put some running boards on. It's going to fix the problem. Don't worry, when your kid is 6'1", which it looks like he's going to be because of dad, he's going to fit so good in this little two-door car, right? We got to sell. We're selling everything at all times. The biggest thing you need to sell is yourself. If they don't trust you, no matter how good you are, you're not going to sell them. So you have to put 80% of the selling effort in building a friend, building rapport while you're getting that information on how to sell them. Things that they say you can use as closing tools later, right? Just listen. You got to listen to them. So selling is obviously the biggest part of our job because that's what we do. So we have to train, we have to sell. Selling lets us destroy. But let's talk more about selling. Why take a moment right now and ask yourself, why did I get into commission sales? No one when they're young says, what do you want to be when you grow up, little Mikey? I want to be a commission salesperson. No kid says that. So why did you get in sales? Let's slow down and think about it. We got into sales. I did because first I thought salespeople were the coolest people on earth. Second, they always made the most amount of money. Every salesperson I knew had nice things, nice cars, pretty wives, pretty everything, nice stuff. How come the salesman has that, but this guy doesn't? I want to be a salesman, right? Why did we get into sales? It's because we want to go to that next level. There's something about sales and selling that attracted us. We're different. People can't do what we do. Take pride in that. There's so many people that try car sales that walk in the door, walk right out because they can't handle it. And the fact that you are training and trying to get better tells me you can handle it. So selling is a very, I think, cool job. It's a cool career, and that's why I've done it for 24, 25 years in the car business. And I started selling computers in 2000. So I'm on my 27th year almost. Yeah, coming up on in my 27th year of selling. I think it's the coolest career ever. And anytime I go to an event and people ask, hey, what do you do for a living? I tell them what I do. They're like, oh my gosh, all they want to do is talk the car business. They want to talk about cars, the car business, commissions, this and that, how much you make. I don't tell them anymore, this and that. They're happy. And then you ask, well, what do you do? Oh, I do this, I do that, I do that. And they sound bored, but we sound happy. We got into sales because it's a fun job and you can make a lot of money. Oh, I'm getting pings. Let me silence my phone. Sorry about that little interruption. It's my neighbor Tom. He's a good guy. I'm gonna help him move his fridge. Hold on. Focus. Do not disturb. Sorry about that. Selling is the coolest thing on the earth, and that is why I still do it. I think it's amazing. It's a challenge, and the fact that you can make as much money as you can selling, it's like a dopamine hit. It's like gambling. I think that's why we stick in it so long is because you just never know what tomorrow brings. And I think that's a special thing for us. So let's reflect back on why we got in the car business and not take it for granted and not downplay it and also not bash it. Be happy that the place that you work at hired you. Remember, you went there hoping they hired you. Now you're there. Let's take advantage of it. I don't care what the politics are there. You can make money where you're at. I mean, as long as it's not toxic and is jacking with your mentality and your health, right? There's different levels there. But you were happy when they hired you and you were happy when you started and you wanted to sell a bunch of cars. Let's get back to that. Let's remember why we got into sales, and that's to have fun, sell a bunch of cars, make a lot of money, and make a ton of babies. Okay, so let's recap this train, sell, destroy. If we want to destroy records at our store, we want to be the best the store's ever seen. We want to have a name that's remembered well after we're gone. We want to do things the store has never seen. That's destroying. Break down the walls in our own head. That's destroying. We got to destroy our comfort zone and expand it. And the only way we can destroy is if we have the proper tools to get there. And that's training. We have to train. We have to learn. We have to be good at what we do. We have to retain. We have to write things down. We have to really go into it with the craft and the idea that I need to get good at this, right? You can't just type in a bunch of stuff on a keyboard and hope it turns into a beautiful letter. No, there's patience, there's crafting, there's thinking, and that's what you have to do if you want to be really, really good because the best athletes in the world train. They don't accidentally get good. They train, 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 and then the game starts, right? The selling shoes start. You get on the basketball floor and all the lights and cameras are on, the crowd's full. That's when you go to sell. That's when it's time to sell. And that is the funnest part of the job is the selling part. No, it's not doing internet leads and making phone calls and setting appointments and doing our certifications. None of that's fun. It's part of the job, but it's not that fun. What's fun is when you have a customer in front of you and you're having fun and making them laugh, building a friend, doing a walk around, taking test drives, opening hoods and opening this and showing off why the car is better than the competition and showing them how this thing's going to make their life better and painting those pictures. That is what's fun. And when you can make it really fun and really customer focused and dial that into how they need your presentation to be because you actually listen to your customer and now you're actually selling, you're putting your selling shoes on, you're selling the sizzle, then you start destroying records. Then you start having fun at work again. Then you clock in and you have a smile on your face because I'm here to have fun, sell a bunch of cars, and make a bunch of money and destroy those records. So if you're just listening to this right now, tomorrow when you go into the dealership, I want you to have a new mindset. I need to get out of my comfort zone. I need to break some walls down. I need to first find out what records I need to beat and write these things down. Highest gross front, highest gross back, most cars sold in a month, highest under allowance, most, I don't know, whatever you can think of. Write them down and start checking them off your list. Yeah, who sold the most car here? Oh, that guy named Mike. Who's had the biggest gross here? Oh, that guy named Mike. Who's done this? Oh, that guy named Mike. Who's had the biggest? Why is that guy always? Why does he hold all the records? Oh, because he trains. He's always training. He's always crafting his skills. He's always getting new tools in his belt. And now he's selling way more than anyone else, which means he's destroying the records. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Kyle Galaz signing out.